They tell you inflation is a natural part of the economy, that prices just rise. But what if inflation isn't an accident? What if it's the most silent wealth transfer in history? One that takes from the poor and quietly feeds the rich. Every time your grocery bill climbs, someone somewhere gets richer. This is the untold story of money's invisible weapon, inflation. When governments print more money, it doesn't make everyone richer. It simply devalues what already exists. The first receivers of new money, banks, corporations, and asset holders, get richer before prices rise. By the time the money reaches ordinary workers, the cost of living has already exploded. From Rome's silver coins to modern central banks, the story is the same. When emperors or governments needed quick wealth, they created money from thin air. Inflation followed, and ordinary citizens paid the price through higher costs and weaker savings. Today, inflation hides behind fancy words: quantitative easing, stimulus, growth. Central banks pump liquidity, stock markets rise, real estate explodes. But wages stay still. The rich own assets that grow with inflation. The poor own cash that shrinks with it. Inflation is not only economic, it's psychological. When people lose trust in money, they buy quickly, borrow more, and stop saving. The system thrives on this fear. You become a consumer, not a saver, a borrower, not an owner. The winners are those who own assets, land, stocks, companies. The losers are those who live paycheck to paycheck. Inflation doesn't discriminate by color or creed. It discriminates by balance sheet. In developing nations, inflation becomes a silent destroyer of dreams. Savings vanish overnight, currencies collapse, and citizens lose faith in the system. The rich move their money abroad. The poor have nowhere to go. Real wealth isn't printed, it's built through innovation, ownership, and education. The antidote to inflation isn't more money, it's smarter money. Inflation is the silent tax of the 21st century. You may not see it, but you feel it every time your money buys less. The only question that remains is, will you stay silent or learn how the system really works?